Lloyd Robertson would be the first to suggest people not judge a book by its cover, especially if that cover is a little worse for wear. As a society, ageism is still a reality, but Robertson said writing people off because of advanced age gives seniors short shrift.
We have a lot to offer. We have a lot to offer, but we can't offer that unless we're healthy.
Brandon's first senior summit featured presentations by former CTV national news anchor and current co-host of CTV's W5, Lloyd Robertson. Now 81, the acclaimed and award-winning journalist is like many others of his age, a little slower, a little stooped, but still with a mind sharp as a tack. Despite their frailty, seniors still have a lot to give.
It's just being aware that you're still here, and you're still alive, and you're still kicking, and you're still able to make a contribution.
He spoke frankly to the audience about his golden years and the importance of keeping the mind challenged and the body active.
I'm a Scrabble player. I play the computer all the time. Last night he beat me.
Individuals who attended the summit were drawn to the conference by Robertson's presence and were impressed that he touched on a serious issue that affects all age groups.
I grew up listening to the news every night, so I really wanted to hear it. And he was very open about some issues.
While Robertson emphasized the positives of aging, he also touched on a darker side of growing older, sickness and specifically mental illness, while he delved into his memoir, The Kind of Life It's Been.
One of the things that struck me when I wrote the book, it opens with a story about my mother and her mental illness.
While Robertson's book talks about his career and his life, much of his autobiography focuses on the bipolar obsessive-compulsive disorder that affected his mother. He shared stories about growing up with her and her illness, which was misunderstood by many.
And that's what we have to remember. It's not cancer, it's not heart disease, it's mental illness, but it is an illness, underlined.
The misunderstandings around mental illness have significantly reduced, but they are still present within our society. Having people of Robertson's stature speak up about the illness helps victims of the disease cope.
Have public people that are willing to reach out and say those things and talk about their stories and tell their stories to the public. It really does us a service in letting people know that it's okay, that it is an illness, it's a sickness.
The city of Brandon has said they have raised enough support to have another senior summit, but due to the amount of effort it took to put on this event, there will not be another conference in 2016. The city did say they have made a tentative agreement to have a similar conference in 2017. For Westman Newsline, I'm Canley Stefano.